So we made a trip to the Kimberley and we met John, the founder of Chia Co, a really awesome forward-thinking farmer who brought chia seeds into the Kimberley and have created this beautiful Aussie product. So it was really exciting to actually head to the farm, learn more about how chia seeds are grown, why the Kimberley was picked, and to, as a chef, understand where it comes from and how we can look at this ingredient a little bit different. So I'm going to teach you how to make a vegan banana bread. So instead of using, a chicken egg, I'm going to do a chia egg. So what you do is you soak your chia seeds with water and you replace that for your egg. And what that does is it creates that sort of binding agent that holds everything together. It also increases the nutritional value of whatever recipe you're doing, and in this case, a banana bread. So it loads it with omega-3, loads it with fibre, and it's going to be super delicious, and you'll be surprised how easy it is. Our first step is to make our chia egg. It's really, really simple. All you need is a tablespoon of chia seeds to 3 tablespoons of water. You set that aside and you let those chia seeds soak in that water, and that becomes that binding agent. Set that aside and that will absorb all of that liquid, and that will be our egg replacement. That'll be the binding agent. You'll be surprised at how well this works. While our chia egg is absorbing that liquid, we're going to smash our bananas into a bowl. It doesn't have to be like super smooth, but you really do want to mash it up so that that banana is evenly through the bread. So that's about right. We're going to create a wet mix that we're going to add our dry mix to. To that I'm going to add some maple syrup. If you're not vegan, you're not too worried about it, you can add honey. You can really make this recipe your own, once you've learnt how to make it. So when baking and creating banana bread, you really do need some fat in there to make sure it stays moist and tender. You don't want it dry. So I'm using olive oil. I love the flavour. It's really good for you, and all that olive oil stays in the bread. So liquid absorbs, fat stays in there, and you get a really delicious moist banana bread. So it's going to go straight into our wet mix. It's about half a cup. So let's have a look at that chia egg, and you can see how that's already absorbed all that liquid. It's kind of thick, gelatinous. So that goes straight into our wet mix, and we'll give that a good mix through. So that's our wet mix good to go. Next, we're going to add some gluten-free flour. So this is a mix of tapioca and rice flour. You could use normal flour if you'd liked, but I'm trying to make the most nutrient-dense, delicious, healthy banana bread. So I've gone gluten-free, I've gone vegan, I've got a beautiful fruit in there, we've got the omega-3 packed chia seeds, and now in with the flour. Baking powder, what happens is once it hits heat, it reacts, it creates carbon dioxide, and it makes the bread rise. It catches all that beautiful airy bubble deliciousness, which means you'll have a nice light banana bread. Going with some walnuts, we're just gonna give them a good crunch with your hands, break them up so that they're evenly throughout the bread, and that's our batter. So the oven is set to 180 degrees. This will take about half an hour, 25 minutes. We're just gonna throw it in a tin. This is a non-stick tin. If you don't have a non-stick, actually, you know what? I was even thinking we could do some donuts. We've had a change of plans. My donut, kind of baked donut tin caught my eye, and I thought, you know what? This banana bread recipe would be awesome as little banana bread donuts. So, you know what? Being in the kitchen and cooking should be fun. There's no one tying my hands behind my back, so I'm gonna change the whole recipe and make donuts. It's the same batter, it's just like a different mold. Yeah. So breakfast donuts that you can kind of grab with your coffee and run out the door.
I'm liking this.
And they're healthy. And we could potentially fill them with jam and maybe some chocolate or maybe something else delicious. Let's do it. The donut molds will change the cooking time because there's less batter in a small amount of area. So instead of being 25 to 30 minutes in a large bread tin, these will take about 10 to 15 minutes, so they're quite quick. They smell pretty good. I think they're ready. Let's have a look. Oh. How good is that? You know what? I think I'm going to fill that with a whole bunch of strawberry jam, top it with chia seeds, and as if that isn't the best banana bread breakfast donut you've ever seen in your life. There you have it, guys. Vegan chia seed banana bread donuts. It's a mouthful in more ways than one. It's healthy, it's delicious. That is so good. Thanks for watching. Got a mouthful of food. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the Chia Co, and we'll see you next week. You. God, that's good.